Hello Techie, welcome back to my YouTube channel Tech Solution. I want to teach you the Python as the faster way as possible and more practical way. Now before we get started, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on the notification by clicking on the bell icon. Today I am going to cover the most important topic, function. Okay, what the function will do? Basically function is a block of code which only runs when it is called. Okay, you can pass data known as a parameter into a function. A function can return data as a result. Okay, we are going to start today the new topic, function. Okay, let's start with the first point, how we are going to create a function. In Python, a function is defined using the def keywords. Def keyword we are going to define in function. Okay, let's create a function, def my function. Okay, and then colon and enter, print hello from a function. Okay, now a function, what I said, function is a block of code. This is block of code. This is only one statement, but it will run when it's called. Okay, if you are going to run, then nothing will print, right? Because we didn't call this function. Now I am going to call this function. Okay, to calling a function, use the function name followed by parenthesis. Second point, calling a function. We defined a function using def. Now I am going to call this my function. Okay, my underscore function, right, in parenthesis. Now if you are going to run my function, then what will happen? It will call this method, a function, and then it will print hello from a function. Okay, let's run it. Right, hello from a function. This is clear now. Now go with one more example. Def take solution underscore function. Okay, and print welcome to take solution. Take solution. Okay, and then let's use one condition. If 10 is always true, then print this is 10. Okay, and then print take solution function. Okay, when we are going to run, what will happen? This is calling function. We can is calling function. Okay, and this is called function. Okay, we are calling this method, okay, this function to this one. Okay, wake up and execute the operation. Okay, then what it will do? It will first print welcome to take solution, and it will go to the next statement. Okay, if 10 is always true because it's integer value, then it will print this is 10. Then what it will print? Welcome to take solution, and this is 10. Let's run it. Right, welcome to take solution, and this is 10. Right, now this is clear now. Now we'll go with the third one, arguments. Information can be passed into function as arguments. Or the third topic, arguments. Okay, and arguments are specified after the function name inside the parenthesis. You can add as many arguments as you want, just separate with the comma. Okay, let's define this. Define my function with the argument f name. Okay, when we want to pass any argument into function, then use that parenthesis under this fname. Okay, fname is one argument we are passing into my function, and let's print fname plus f. This is my first name. Okay, this is the following example has a function with one argument fname. Okay, when the function is called, we pass along the first name fname, which is used inside the function to print the full name. Okay, fname, and then we'll print with this is my first name. Okay, my function print email. Okay, when we are going to run, what will print? Email, this is my first name. Okay, email, this is my first name. Let's give space here, right? If same way we are going to pass my function takey, then what will print? It will print email, this is first name, my first name. Okay, and then takey, this is my first name, because this called function we call two times, right? This first my function with passing email, and this my function with pass takey. Okay, this is clear now. Argument are often sorted as args in the Python documents, means args normally we are used. Okay, now we are going to parameters or arguments. Fourth, the term parameters and argument can be used for the same thing, information that pass into a function. Okay, a parameter is the variable listed inside the parenthesis in the function definitions, and arguments is the value that is sent to the function when it is called. I will show you number, fourth point, number of arguments. Okay, by default the number of arguments a function must be called with the correct number of arguments, meaning that if your function expects 2 arguments, then you have to call the function with 2 arguments, not more and not less. Let's go with the example. Definition, my function fname, last name, and print fname with space plus last name. Okay, we are taking 2 as an argument, first name and last name. Okay, let's call using my function. Okay, take solution. Okay, what will happen? It will call with 2 parameters, right, or 2 arguments, take and solution, and this is called function, first name and last name, right? Then it will print take with space and then last name solution. Okay, what will come here? Fname equal to take and last name equal to solution. Okay, let's run it. Okay, take and solution, right? If you try to call this function with 1 or 3 argument, what will happen? Let's see. Just like that, let's remove this one, and we are going to pass only 1 argument. What will happen? See, if you are going to pass 1 argument, but this call function is taking as a 2 argument, it's mismatch, right? Then what will be? It will be error, right? Let's run it. Right? What is saying? My function is missing 1 required positional argument as last name, L name, right? That's why it's giving an error. It's expecting 1 parameter, 2 parameters, sorry, but we are passing 1 parameter. That's why it's giving error. Okay, this is clear now. And if you are going to pass more than 1 also, then it will give an error also. Solution and Python. Okay, Now he is expecting 2 parameter, but we are giving 3. Then it will give also error. Right? What he is saying, my function takes 2 positional argument, but 3 were given. Right? This is clear now. Now we'll go with fifth one. What is the fifth point? Arbitrary arguments. Arbitrary arguments. Star args. Okay. If you don't know how many arguments that will pass into your function, add a star before the parameter name in the function definition. This way the function will receive a tuple of arguments and can access the item accordingly. What does it mean? Let's go with the example. Def my function passing example kids enter print the youngest child is space plus kids, let's print 3. Okay, and my function we are passing Emil, John, Sheena, Elena, okay. Now what the output will be? The youngest child is kids 3. Okay, this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, right? Emil is 0, right? Emil is equal to 0 index, right? And Elena same way is index 3, right? Then it will be the youngest child is Elena. Okay, let's run it. Right, the youngest child is Elena. Okay, that is clear, because when we don't know what the argument will be, right? How many arguments we are going to pass, right? And then this time we are going to pass star kids here, star arguments. Okay, then it will take care. What will happen in the previous example, number of arguments, when we are going to pass 2 parameter, it will expect only 2 parameter. If you are going to pass less than 2 means 1, or greater than 2, 3, then it will give error. Okay, this is clear now. Now we'll go with keyword arguments. Keyword arguments. Let's delete this one. Okay, what are the keyword arguments? You can also send arguments with the key equal value syntax. This way the order of argument doesn't matter. Okay, what happened? Let's control Z. What happened when you are going to pass this one, right? He is expecting 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, when you are going to use keyword argument, I will show you what's the difference. Def my function child 1, 3, child 2, child 1. Okay, and then print the youngest child is child 3. Okay, now my function child 1 equal to Elena. Okay, child 2 equal to Sina. Child 3 child 3 equal to Priya. Okay, what will happen here? Child 1 we set is Elena, child 2 we set is Sina, child 3 set it Priya. But the argument we are expecting child 3, child 2, child 1, right? Then what will happen in the keyword argument? Child 3 is Priya, that is going to pass in first one. Child 2 is equal to Sina, that will pass into second one. And child 1 Elena is going to pass into third argument. Okay, but if you see in the last example, what will happen, we are going to pass the same argument Elena, Sina and Priya and go to one by one. Means if you are going to pass Elena, then it will come in the child 3, Sina, then it will come in child 2, Priya, that will come in child n. Okay, let's run it. Okay, sorry, Priya is third one, right? Now if you are going to add plus print the oldest child is space child 2. Okay, what will happen? Sina is going to pass it here, right? Then it will print the youngest child is child 3, that is Priya, and the oldest child is child 2, Sina. Okay, right? The youngest child is Priya and the oldest child is Sina, right? This is clear now. The keyword argument is very important. Okay, now we'll go with arbitrary keyword arguments. Or the seventh one. Keyword arguments. Okay. If you don't know how many keywords argument that will be passed into your function, add 2 strict before the parameter name in the function definition. This way the function will receive a dictionary of argument and can access the item accordingly. Okay, let's go with the example. Definition my underscore function and passing to, this is kids derivative, we are using KWARGS. Okay, and then enter. Print his last name is kid and passing last name. Okay, now my function f name equal to Tobias. Okay, and last name is Elena. Okay, what will happen here? First name is Tobias, last name is Elena. Okay, then what will print? His name is Elena, right? Because last name is Elena. And kids basically as a think about list, collection of list, and we are going to pass Elena the values. Okay, let's run it. Okay, his last name is Elena. If we are going to use print the first name is plus kids passing Tobias. Okay, f name Tobias is value, f name is key value pair. Then what will print? His last name is Elena and the first name is Tobias. Okay, let's run it. Okay, clear? His last name is Elena and the first name is Tobias. Okay, this is key, this is value, this is key, this is value. Okay, and kids is a taking as a list. Okay, and in the list basically is dictionary. Okay, in the dictionary this is key and this is value, like that. Okay, this is clear now. Now we'll go with default parameter values. 81 default parameters values. Okay, if you call the function without argument, then it has the default values. This is also very good example. I will show you. Def my function and passing just like a country equal to Norway. Okay, and then print I am from country. Okay, let's go one by one with example. My function. Okay, this is default argument, a default parameter value. If you are not going to pass anything here, then what it will take? It will take default value Norway. if you are not passing any value, then it will take default value, that is Norway. Okay, let's run. Okay, because we didn't call this function, sorry, my function. Okay, I use command. Let's run it once again. Okay, I am from Norway. That is clear. Now what will happen if you are going to pass the values here? My function passing Brazil. What will happen here? Because if I am not going to pass anything here in the first example, then it will take normal. But if you are going to pass the value in the function, then it will take the values. Now the country is here Brazil. The second one, country equal to Brazil. Okay, now what it will print? First, I am from Norway using this one, and second one, I am from Brazil. Second one. Okay, let's run it. Okay, I am from Norway because the default it will take, and second one, I am from Brazil, that's taking the parameter we are passing here. Okay, that is clear now. Now we will go with passing a list as an argument. So ninth one, passing a list as arguments. Okay, you can send any data types of arguments to a function, either string, number, list, dictionary, etc., and it will be treated as the same data type inside the function. Let's go with the example. Definition of my function, take food, for x in food, print x. Okay, and we are passing fruits, taking as a list apple, banana, cherry. Okay, this is list we created. Now my function passing fruits. Okay, what I said, this when you are going to pass this one, it will take same the type. Let's print type of food. What will print? It will print as a list. And what will happen here? It will print one by one. First it will print apple, then it will print banana, then it will print cherry. Okay, it's taking food as taking as a list. Food is the same as a fruits, and the type will be also same. Okay, then it will print one by one apple, banana and cherry. Okay, let's run it. Okay, this is clear. See, type class is what is that? Print list, and what will be the output? Apple, banana and cherries. Okay, now we'll go with 10th return values. Okay, okay, return value is a to let a function return value, use the return statement. Let's move this one. Definition my function of x, and return when you want to return 5 into x. You can use also, let's go with first 5, then print my function and pass 6. Okay, what will happen here? This is calling function with print statement. Okay, and this is call function. Okay, what will this will pass the function to value 6. Okay, it will call this one and it will return 5 into 6 30, and because of print it will print 30. Okay, let's run it. 30. Okay, this is clear what I'm saying before. If you're going to import math, okay, and then return power of x comma y, x comma y, and then 2 comma 3. Okay, then it will take 2, x is 2 now, x equal to 2 and y equal to 3. Okay, then it will take 2 power 2 to power 3, right? Means 8. Let's run it. Okay, this is 8. Means 2 into 2 into 2. 2 into 2, 2, 2. Okay, this is clear now. Now we'll go with pass. 11th pass statement. Okay, what the pass statement will do? Function definition cannot be empty also. But if you have some reason have a function definition with no content, put in the pass statement to avoid getting an error. Okay, let's go with the example. Definition of my function. Okay, if I are going to use and with no content and then is going to run, what it will do? It will give error. Okay, because function has some definition on that, the content on that, right? Unexpected end of file while passing. To avoid this error, what we have to do? We have to use pass. Okay, let's run it. Okay, it will not give any output, but it will not give error also, right? This is clear now. Today for that's it. So thank you so much for watching my video. I am going to post more and more video on daily basis. So if you want to watch my video in future, just subscribe in below bell button icon with all. He will notify you when my new video will come, and please don't forget to like and share. We will meet once again in new video with new topic. Thank you.